Jorge. Congratulations on this new film, America's Family.
Thank you. Thank you. We're really excited that the movie is finally coming out and being in the theaters, streaming service. It's been a long time journey.
I know this is quite a different type of film that you've been doing, because I understand you're like a dancer and singer and doing musicals. So this is much more a dramatic turn than previous projects.
Yes, absolutely. And I mean, I've trained all my life to be a dancer as well, but I've also trained all my life to be an actor. And I finally was able to put my training into this drama. So yeah, it's really exciting to be able to do America's Family.
So tell us what initially drew you to this project, America's Family.
So when I moved here to LA in 2018, right before COVID, I had gotten the audition, and I honestly had no idea what this movie was going to be about. There was this very small scene. I was about to audition for Koke. I didn't even get the part of my brother. And it wasn't months after that I went to some event that they had, and they wanted me for Emiliano. And then slowly but surely I started immersing myself in all the backstory about this movie that has to do a lot with immigration and how Chirla, who is an advocate group here in California that helps immigrants and refugees get their citizenship and manage their documentations and all the information, getting together. I slowly but surely, yes, just started getting more into all this, yeah, on all this information.
So, in prepping for your role for this character, what kind of research did you actually do?
It's really hard because yes, I've read books that have to do with the immigrant experience. There was also a lot of documentaries going on in the time to understand what are the stakes, in the movie. But I think mainly the fact that I was going through COVID and being separated from my family is what really helped me understand the heart of my character, which is, I'm not an immigrant per se in paper. I'm Puerto Rican, the whole thing is different, but I understand what it is to be away from your family for a long period of time and not being able to be with them. So I think that's how I trained and understood the character of Emiliano.
I know that must have been quite harsh, trying to get into character and trying to feel that, loneliness and desperation at the same time.
Absolutely. It's loneliness, desperation, and the urge to be able to fight. Also being in location. I remember when we filmed at the prison, at the detention center, I remember just like bawling because it was empty. There's no one there anymore, but you just could feel the energy and the past and like all of the traumas and all the awful things that have happened here. So yeah.
Did Chirla like walk you through a little bit on the plights of undocumented, especially the legal jumbo that you have to handle?
Absolutely. And I mean, my character is based solely on different people that work at Chirla, according to our director, Anike, and I was able to meet him and understand his journey and what he went through and all the people that work at Chirla, what everyone goes through to help immigrants and refugees. It's just extraordinary work.
You know what? I forgot that this is based on true events.
Yes. According to Anike, there's true events here and there. I mean, of course, like the general idea of what's happening, this is absolutely real. But in terms of like the dynamics of the family, there are things that are absolutely true. Yeah.
Now tell me about working with Anika on this project. Not only she was director, she also played your mother in this film.
Look, I praise Anike. I don't know how she has done this. She said that she has been writing this for a very long time, and to be able to direct, to be part of the casting process, to be my mother. It's just a lot to take in. I mean, just acting is a lot, so I can't imagine being engaging all the different aspects of creating a movie. And now to distribution, and it's yeah, I think Anika is amazing. Yeah.
So during this process and production, what did you personally learn as you work on with America's Family?
uh but you have to be ready when the camera is rolling, like, because this was on a very, we were doing COVID. It was a very short time of period. We were filming scene after scene after scene. I was filming the end, then filming the beginning, then filming the middle. You always had to be ready and just follow your instincts. But more than anything, I was able to understand in depth what immigrants and refugees are going through in this country, and how, the government is just pushing them back, and there's just so many things going around the country that are against immigrants that I still don't understand why that's happening. But yeah, just being able to immerse myself in understanding some of the big problems that are happening here in the United States.
Yeah, immigration, whether it's legal or undocumented, is always a tough subject to handle. I mean,
Yeah,
sometimes I live here most of my life, and I don't even know
yeah,
how it should actually be handled.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's very. I mean, yeah, I understand. Like, there are some legalities, but I think more than anything, just people need to be just have more grace for people who come outside of the United States, and just be more educated and less ignorant about the topic. There's just so much racism and so much hate, and I think that's why this movie is important, because it shows the humanity of immigrants. We are humans, that we laugh, we cry, that we are just like everyone else. um yeah.
Now, of course, Americans Family, the one of the best things is about the family dynamic. Can tell us about the dynamic of a Hispanic family, which being Puerto Rican, you completely relate to.
uh, Absolutely. I mean, especially with Emiliano, I came in, I'm the middle child. I have a brother, Koke, who I'm a little stubborn with him, because I'm like, my brother doesn't have his stuff together. Then I have my sister, who can be a little needy, but then I'm like, I can't help you because I'm helping my mom and dad. I feel like I have the most love with my mom, and I have like this distance relationship with my dad, which is very stereotypical of Latin families, having, like the love and hate relationship with your dad. Um, yeah, I think the dynamics are very accurate to many of the Hispanic families around the world.
I'm curious. In the film, Anike, was doing some empanadas and a little bit of cooking. Was that for real? Did you guys actually have any of her food?
I'm not sure if I was right there in that moment when she was filming the empanadas. I remember, maybe I do remember having like pupusas backstage, just for like the cast and crew, having pupusas, having horchatas. Yeah, definitely we were surrounded by many Latin food. But about that one moment where she was cooking, probably she was. Probably she was.
Now, speaking of family dynamic, in this film, you also have a special relationship with the character's sister. In this case, where she has a certain condition. Tell us about acting. I'm forgetting the actress's name. I want to say Jaylene. Is that right?
Jaylene, yes. Jaylene Arias.
Yeah. Tell us about acting alongside with her and the tough scenes that you have to go through with that.
Absolutely. I mean, the character of Valentina always, especially when I auditioned for Emiliano, both my scenes were with Valentina. From that very moment, I just connected. I understood what it is to give someone some kind of tough love. She's going, like, how to be able to have grace for her, and how to also be tough with her. She is my younger sister. There's a lot of pressure in the family, a lot of pressure going on with what's going on. And you know, sometimes I would just not treat her the right way, but it was maybe with the best intention, which is what happens with siblings. Valentina, as you know, in the movie, she has epilepsy, and even though she was going through that, she was able to help 100% with helping the case and giving me a right hand. Um, but working with Jaylene, she was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Just being able to be in the scene with her, I didn't even have to think about anything else besides just being present with her. She was giving me everything and more.
So how do you love doing a independent project like America's Family compared to like, those big budget productions that you've been on before?
Look, don't get me wrong, doing big budget movies, like it's absolutely amazing. Economically, it's great for one. But honestly, like I always tell Anika, I'm like, I am not sure how I'll be able to be fulfilled by working in another independent film as America's Family. I mean, I think it's just a content that is necessary. It's a message that is necessary and important right now. And me, like those are the kinds of themes that really fulfill me as an artist.
And I know you auditioned for the role of Koke. Did you if it was redone again, would you wish that you had the role of going to Mexico?
Yes, yes, yes. I always tell Anika, I'm like, Anika, you didn't take me to Mexico to serve, first of all. So I'm like, I need you to please bring me to at least a screening in Mexico, to Oaxaca, wherever it is, but I have to go to Mexico.
Right? I know, and almost I could sense like the jealousy that the one character that gets to go to Mexico.
Oh, absolutely. I'm like, Ricardo got to get surf lessons. He went to Oaxaca to beautiful beaches. That is not fair. We need a sequel where Emiliano visits Mexico. Oh my God.
And Emmanuel, tell us what got started in this business for you. Why do you love acting and dancing?
I just love I'm just always curious for everyone's experiences, and whenever I'm presented with a character and their backstory I don't know, I just love immersing myself and understanding what is their culture, where do they come from, and what are the struggles that they're going through. I started doing this when I was like 8 or 9 years old. I was competing with monologues in my school, and I've always, I mean, even though I'm doing a more dramatic character here, I always love doing more caricature characters as well. Um, yeah, I'm just very passionate about other people's experiences and to
Yeah,
be able to portray that.
you done it well, especially in dramatic film like this. So let me wrap it up with one last thing. What's next for you?
What's next? Well, we're waiting for this strike to be over. That's what we're waiting for. And you know, at the beginning of the year, the feel like everything was rolling. We are on a pause because of the strike, a very necessary strike. And I just hope that the things that were on pause just continue next year. So yeah, just go follow me on the social medias.
Well, you've done very well, and you got this dramatic film under your belt. So, Emmanuel, thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
speaking to us. Can't wait till the world watch this very touching film.
Yes, everyone go to the theaters. We're in New York, we're in LA, we're gonna be in streaming in December 5th. So please go watch, tell your families.
Thank you. Well said. Next time. Thank you.
Bye bye, take care, thank you.